Kick-Ass Confidence with Linda for women who want more passion, power, and personal style.
Hello, beautifuls. It's Linda, your confidence coach. And today on podcast number 2, we are talking about my style strategy called Dress to Connect. Not dress to impress, not dress for success, but dress to connect. But right before we go there, I want to encourage you to go and do a little bit of research, perhaps at the end of this podcast, and go and educate yourself a little bit, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, on a principle called enclosed cognition. Enclosed cognition is all about the power that clothes have on us. So the clothes that we wear are not just, they impact our mood, our energy, our mojo, our marriage, our income, everything. We're going to be talking a lot more about this and why that is and how we can maximize that and really benefit from those facts. But enclosed cognition really probably the best study to go and do, or some reading to go and do, is Adam and Galinsky in 2012 released a study that got a lot of press, a lot of media for all the right reasons, because they did some really interesting studies on people, splitting them into groups, some wearing lab coats, some wearing athletes, for example, one team in blue, one team in red. There's all kinds of studies out there. But Adam and Galinsky coined the phrase enclosed cognition because their very interesting stats and facts that came out of those studies showed that clothes have power. Clothes have power over us, and they are symbolic. What we wear represents something. Our clothes speak, and it doesn't just impact how other people see us. It impacts how we see ourselves. So when you are, again, I always say, don't say I'm working from home because nobody sees me. You're not a nobody. You see you. And what you decide to put on, I'm working from home today. I wear things that lift me up. Color is, we are wired for color. We are wired for community. We are wired for connection. And in this post-digital, technological, robotic AI era, it is all the more about connection. I attended an excellent AI seminar in Chicago early 24 with Perry Marshall and company. Oh my gosh, how powerful and encouraging that was. It is all the more about connection. It's just about partnering with the things and the resources and the tools and the props and the gifts around us that we are surrounded by to live a more meaningful life, to bring more value to the world. Okay, so why dress to connect? What does that mean, and what has that got to do with our confidence? All right, so this is all about equipping you with more confidence through the power of personal style. I've got some other power tools coming your way that are very related, especially if you are a woman in business. I'm very passionate about seeing women rise up in the marketplace and kick butt and do well and enjoy their work, enjoy their business, and be respected and recognized for that. I will add, I am not a bra-burning feminist. What started out as a really good movement a long time ago is not the same anymore. So that is not who we are here. We are about being women stepping into our spirit of beauty, kicking butt out there in the world, having fun, making sure that we feed all of our spirits. You have living spirits inside of you. You have a spirit of excellence. That's why you love to watch the Super Bowl and the Wimbledon tennis, and that's why you love to watch the World Cup rugby. It's why you love to see anything excellent in motion, because your spirit of excellence on the inside recognizes that excellence. It's also why when you see a beautiful woman walk into a room who's really well put together and looks confident, you instantly notice her and you respect her, you have admiration. You might be a little jelly of her. You shouldn't be. You should go and find her later and say, oh my gosh, I had to just come and tell you, you look stunning and you've inspired me to up my game. But your spirit of excellence recognizes the spirit of excellence in her. You also have a spirit of courage, which is why you should not be scared to wear that red dress. If you need help, stay here with me. Red, enough said, is something I've been talking about for a long time. The power of red runs through our very veins. It's a very powerful color. More studies available on YouTube and everywhere. In those same studies on enclosed cognition that I mentioned just now. You have a spirit of adventure, which is why I say the word of the day is play. Go play in your closet, try new things, mix and match your textures, try a fun pair of big earrings like I'm wearing, mix and match your jewelry, and because when you catch the light, you catch the eye. So fashion is eye-catching, it's conversation starting and relationship building. Some of the best relationships in my life and the friendships come from me just complimenting a woman who's beautifully dressed, and fashion is a connector. And that's one of the things we are on a mission to achieve here at Linda Page, is to restore the bond and the trust between women. We've all been hurt by women. We have all hurt women, but we are stronger together. And fashion is a powerful vehicle that can bring us back together, because women desire to look beautiful. We are designed to look beautiful. So don't you be letting the world tell you how to dress. Don't you let some pastor in a church tell you that dressing up and looking pretty is a pursuit of vanity and God doesn't care about what you wear. That is dangerous. That is BS, bullshit, religious teaching. I have scriptural, beautiful evidence to the contrary. It's where I've spent many years asking God, do you care what we wear? And I mean, just look around you, okay? Come on. Take your inspiration from creation. I do. Years ago, when I was not even 20, I'm like, does this color go with this? Because I don't know if you've looked out there. The color coding guidelines and train, it can be really complex. I've got a lot of respect for the fashion industry. I have got a lot of respect for designers and stylists and professionals in that industry out there. But why are women still confused about color? And you shouldn't be having to spend a lot of money to go and figure it out. So I started taking my inspiration from creation, thinking, does brown go with blue? Well, I looked outside for evidence. Look at the beach. Turquoise and brown is a beautiful mix. Can I wear these red heels with this green dress? Well, have you ever seen a beautiful red rose with its green stem and beautiful leaves? Maybe you're wearing a red dress with green heels, whatever that looks like. Maybe you've got a green top on and you've got some flat, cute little green tennis shoes with your skinny jeans. Look outside, take your inspiration from creation. You also have a spirit of power. You have a spirit of beauty. These spirits need feeding. If you're feeling frumpy and grumpy and hangry and frustrated lately, it might be because you're not feeding your spirits. And these spirits, when they're fed and they play and they move, they all contribute to your confidence. They contribute to you getting up, dressing up, and being the bold light on a hill that you know you are called to be. So we're talking about connection. Dress to connect. Dress to connect with who exactly? Two people. Number one, the woman in the mirror. As women, we take good care, hopefully we do our best, of a lot of people out there. We take care of our individual skill sets and our careers and ourselves. We take care of our marriage, of our relationships, of our children, our grandchildren, our community, our church, our company, our business, everything. And we can tend to lose ourselves somewhere along the way. I don't know if you look in the mirror today and you might think, this is not where I expected to be or what I expected to look like at this age and stage of my life. And talking about what we look like, this is not about a perfect polished presentation. Stick around with me, friend. You will not find perfect here. I am a completely rehabilitated perfectionist. It is not a compliment to call someone a perfectionist. If you are interested in that, and you want to be healed from your perfectionist state, we are going to be talking about that soon in another podcast. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. Go to lindapage.com. Connect with us. Wherever we're talking about, on whatever platform, just link arms with us. There's some good stuff coming that is all about you, your body, your beauty, and confidence. Okay, so life is all about people, right? You work with people, you live with people, you make babies with people. Everything, your opportunities come from people. And so why do I say don't dress for success or dress to impress? Because number one, you want to connect with the woman in the mirror. You want to dress for yourself, honor and respect yourself. There are many ways of doing that, and dressing well and taking time and attention to reconnect with the woman in the mirror is very, very important. It's actually biblical. It says, love your neighbor as yourself. We're really good at loving others, right? And well, hopefully, when we screw up, we all screw up, but we do our best to love others well and to be kind and to be generous and so on. How about the woman in the mirror? What about her? It's actually a biblical call to action. Love your neighbor as well as you love yourself. We have got to get used to that. This whole modern self-care concept is nothing new. It's actually a biblical call to action from the beginning of the dawn of time. So we have got to go from being our biggest critics to our biggest own cheerleaders. It is a game changer. Trust me, stay here with me on this. I started this years ago because I got to a point where I'm done. I'm done hating the woman in the mirror. I'm done criticizing my butt, my boobs, my belly, my upper arms. I'm done with all of that. I want to love myself well. I made that choice years ago, and I started building a journey, a recipe, a methodology, a strategy around my confidence, my self-esteem, my body, my beauty, and many, many years later, here we are. And it is life-changing. The second person you want to connect with is those around you. So why? Well, because it doesn't matter whether you're an introvert or extrovert. And people go, but I'm an introvert, I don't want to connect. No, honey, no. You are a human being. You are wired for connection. You are wired for community. You are wired for conversation and for color. When women live together in a certain time period and they actually live together and they spend time together, even their periods start syncing into the same days and weeks of the month. Did you know that? It's an incredible phenomenon. I learned that years ago. I'm like, that is amazing. Women are nurturers, we're educators, we're lovers, we create and we give and we produce life. It can't be to the exclusion of the woman in the mirror. So we have got to connect with the woman in the mirror. We have got to learn to fall in love with her. That's what I do. Practically, I help women to build a beautiful wardrobe on a budget, customized to their body shape, their lifestyle, their profession, their personality. But secretly, my secret mission is to take women by the hand and help them to fall in love with the woman in the mirror. Because I went from hating, and I mean hating what I saw in the mirror, to today, I walk past, I'm like, you look good, kid. I high five myself. You might think it's corny. I used to years and years ago, until I started doing it out of desperation to just be in a good place with myself, what I'm doing, and just learning to love myself. If you are not raised to do that, and especially if a lot of stuff and things and abuse and if it comes against you, you will get to a point at a young age of your life where you go, who am I? What is the point? And if you've been through a lot of, you've got a story, everyone's got a story. Maybe you've had a lot of rejection or abuse in your life. Maybe there's a lot of women out there who've had an amazing childhood, who were raised by incredible people who gave a lot of love and time and attention and support, but were not taught to love themselves and allow themselves to be pretty or beautiful. They're taught that, no, that's vanity and that's selfish. Actually, even there's a movie I watched recently, which I love. The messaging is so powerful, called Divergent. And there was this one faction, this one group of people that were like, they were the servers and the helpers and the carers. They were kind, which is amazing. And they were only allowed like 5 seconds mirror time per day or something like that, or per week. This beautiful young girl, her mom said, okay, here's the mirror, and she was allowed to look at herself for a few seconds. That's it, shut it off, because we reject vanity. It's not vanity. Okay, if you're spending all day in the mirror and it's all about you, and it's like, okay, there are those people like that, and hey, let them knock themselves out, whatever blows your hair back. What's important is that you know that connection is at the heart of life. Connecting with, so whether you are an introvert, you are still wired for connection. Maybe you just need less connection than other people do. It's not about being introvert or extrovert. It's about having a human experience. And in clothed cognition, dressing to connect is one of the most powerful, the lowest hanging fruit that you can grab every day, because you've got to get dressed every day to connect. 2 of my favorite places on the planet is the grocery store and the airport. Why? Because you get such a mishmash of all kinds of people there. And people go in quite unaware. We dash in and out. We think, oh, I'm just going to stop. But if you start your day in a way, some of you guys have got a great morning routine. Some of you have got a great meditation routine. But a lot of those people don't then have the shower and dress in a way that is equally as intentional as the meditation, as the yoga, as the morning thing. I love the 5 a.m. Morning routines. That's great. I love Mel Robbins and her 5-second countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I actually put a big rocket ship next to my bed, and I love Mel Robbins. She's awesome. There's so many good people with excellent teaching and content and experience in the world. What we mustn't lose is the desire and the need and the importance of connecting. We can't just consume the information and maybe apply it here and there. We've got to take it and say, will this help me? Does this make me a better person? Will it help me overcome low self-esteem? Is this going to be good for me in terms of making sure that I achieve my goals and I move forward? Because we are designed to be moving forward. We went from baby to crawling to walking to running to cycling to skydiving. We are designed to be ever growing, changing, and moving forward. And so go to the grocery store next time and do yourself a favor. If you've got a t-shirt and jeans on, that's cool. Put on a dash of bold by red lipstick or some hot pink lipstick or a big pair of earrings that catch the light. See what happens. See whose eye you catch. See what happens to the service that you get given. The airport is another place. Oh my gosh. Can someone please just put a note out there? The pajama pandemic is over. I have been to the airport and I've been to an opera in Texas where the guy behind me was in tracksuit pants. Come on now. A tacky to the opera, okay? It's not for me to tell him what to wear, but do I have an opinion? I damn well do. Because here are these incredible musicians dressed in their suits and their bow ties and the black, and they're out and they're giving us this incredible performance. And you're here in your PJs and your tacky. Come on now. Come on, man. You're better than that. Where's your spirit of adventure? Where's your spirit of excellence? They're sitting there hangry like this and hungry and they're like, they're not happy. They want to look and feel good as well and be moved by that music. Anyway, little side note. So, life is all about people. When you're at the airport, next time I want you to look around you. Look at the people who are in your view, well put together. They've made an effort. Stop and look a little. And by the way, if you see a woman well put together, always stop her and say, you look amazing. You may never see her again, but those words are life-giving. They're encouraging. They're uplifting. Well-dressed, beautiful, stylish, gorgeous, confident women usually get the least compliments from other women. What they do get is an up and down, who do you think you are? I've got scripts for that, honey. I've got scripts that I'm going to give you. I'll call it scripts for quips. When those quips come, it's a moment of power. Don't lose that moment of power by being irritated or feeling intimidated by that. Where do you think you're going? Next time you're all dressed up and someone else is not, and they say, wow, where are you going? You can say, to life. I'm going to life. Want to come? Or if they say, wow, okay, so maybe you're meeting a friend for coffee or it's a lunch and she is not, didn't make much effort and you're looking amazing. You've got a cute little summer dress on. You've got your hair and makeup done. And she comes in, she's like, whoa, like what's the occasion? And just said to her, you, my friend, you're the occasion. Dressing well for myself and for you is a way of honoring myself and you, and I really love our friendship. And so one way for me to show you that is to make an effort to get up, dress up, and come to our lunch together. And she might go, oh my gosh, I'm in my glad rags, I'm in my tacky. Like, that's okay. I love you. And you'll have inspired her for next time. So when you go to the airport, everywhere you go, you have the opportunity, you're surrounded by people to connect. In the grocery aisle, you don't know that the woman who's getting the cereal and the porridge or whatever behind you, you haven't walked a day in her life. What if she's wearing something that is interesting to you and you go like, excuse me, I just want to tell you, those shoes are the bomb. Like, they are amazing. I've never seen, beautiful flat shoes like that. You will lift her up. You don't know what she's going through. Women and people everywhere are going through heartbreaking divorce, financial ruin, kids who've flown the coop and they're dealing with empty nest syndrome, kids who have died, parents who have died. Some people are on antidepressants. They're feeling suicidal. People are going through a lot all the time. You can be a light for a few seconds in their day. That's why I call it Dress to Connect, because I can go to the grocery store in my old tacky t-shirt. I don't have one, but when I did, how many years ago? In fact, I don't know that I ever had one. No, I did in my 20s. I'm like, this is not okay. And I can give someone a compliment, make no effort with my hair and makeup, go to the grocery store, and I can give someone a compliment about how great she looks. It's not going to mean as much as if that compliment comes from another woman who's made an effort with hair and makeup, a little bit of color, has got a smile and a pep in her step. We're also going through tough times, remember? Not just everyone else. And then deliver the compliment. It has more weight. It has more gravitas. So the grocery store is a great place to connect. I've met some amazing people there. You go there all the time. Look for an opportunity at least once a day. Even if you're like, oh, that's a lot, Linda, once a day. I just ask you once a day, because the positive experience and the endorphins that are released when you have that connection, when people smile back and go, oh my gosh, thank you, especially the beautiful, well put together women. I've seen women cry in the makeup aisle at Walmart and everywhere when I've just stopped them and said, someone's got to tell you, honey, you look drop dead gorgeous. I am so inspired by what you're wearing. And women I thought, is she going to slap me? And it's just like tears started. And you have a connection. It's an amazing, beautiful human connection. Your body houses your very precious soul. How then should we dress this body of ours? So dress to connect, okay? It's a very powerful connection style strategy that I've been using for a long time. Since when I was 17 years old, I explained the story when we released this podcast. So podcast number 1, which is called Welcome to Kick-Ass Confidence, and how my whole style journey started on ground zero of confidence, zero self-esteem, which is why it's just the most beautiful irony of my life. I was called an ugly duckling for many years of my life, told every family's got an ugly duckling, so, you just have to deal with it. You know that my name actually, Linda, actually means beautiful in a few different languages? Isn't that crazy? I used to hate my name for so long. I hated the name Linda. I'm like, why did they? I didn't know what it meant in different languages, but I hated everything about me, even down to my own name. Today, I think my name is beautiful. Not even the fact that it means beautiful, but I love my name, Linda. I think it's beautiful. I had to work on that. I had to get out of my head all the things that were said against my body, my beauty, the abuse, everything. I had to get it out and replace it with life-giving, life-affirming words and truth. If you're somewhere in life and you are struggling with whether it's a relationship or a decision to make, or I ask myself one question of 4 words: what is the truth? What is the truth about this situation? What is the truth about this relationship? What is the truth about this opportunity? Write those things down, because the truth will always set you free. And the truth is my compass. It's like, the truth is usually pretty clear. It's not, sometimes it can be vague and we go, I've got to give this a little bit more thought, but the truth will always, like, what is the truth? And you've got to go after that. So the truth is, I'm here to tell you that you are beautiful, that your spirit of beauty has power and purpose, that you have the gift of life, and your identity is your self-esteem. Go and listen to the first podcast if you haven't yet. I explain the difference between self-confidence and self-esteem. It's really important that you understand that they are different, but they form an incredibly powerful partnership. So you have self-esteem as the rock of your identity. That is your identity. Upon that, you build your self-confidence. Self-confidence it means trust. Trust in yourself. How much do you trust yourself to get up, dress up, and go out there and achieve whatever it is that you want to go achieve? And talking about getting up and dressing out and going out there, did you know that 89% of people, of women between the ages of, I think it's 15 and 64, 89% of women between the ages of 15 and 64 want to change at least one aspect of their body. 89%. And that's at least one aspect. And if they had the money, they would go and have plastic surgery. Our little girls of 11 years old are saving up for plastic surgery. So much do they hate what they see in the mirror. Of that 89%, about 65% of that large group of women actually withdraw from life-sustaining activities. What does that mean? Well, they want to lose weight and get healthy, but they're too embarrassed to go to the gym or go outside for fear of rejection and criticism and judgment. They are ill, but they don't even want to go to the doctor because they're embarrassed about how they look, how their bodies look. They are alone and single and don't want to be, but they will not say yes to that dinner date because they are scared of disappointing the guy in terms of what their body looks like. And forget that, they don't even know what you wear, so they make up an excuse. They're sick or they're out or they have something else going on. They for sure they won't go and write that book because that might do well and it might get attention. They might have to be on stage and that's not something that they want. They have no confidence for that. They will not put their hand up for that promotion or launch that business that's going to get more limelight and attention. And so they withdraw, sadly, from life-sustaining activities, even the desires of their heart. Why? For one reason. They, maybe you, have come into agreement with what the world says you should look like. And friend, today is Tuesday. Every day is Tuesday. You get to choose every day whether you are in the world or of the world. And on that note, I see so many comments and conversations around the world's gone crazy, the world is evil, it's terrible. Do you know that there is so much beauty out there as well? Yes, there is beast, there's also beauty. There is evil and there is good. It is the oldest story since mankind ever set foot on the planet. There is a lot of good out there. There are a lot of good people out there. You want to connect. Don't be withdrawing. That's not how you're designed. So if you have those dreams, those goals, and you've come into agreement with the world that says you're too short, you're too fat. Yes, we say the F word here at Linda Page. We say fat. You're too tall, you're too skinny, you're too freckly, your boobs are too small, your boobs are too big, your butt. You have come into agreement with that, and you need to break that agreement. Every day is Tuesday. You get to choose how you dress, who you hang out with, what you do with the gift that is your life. And how do you do that? You simply say, out loud, in a place, wherever you want to do it, in a place and in a way that's going to have a really powerful impact on you. Today, on the 8th of May or the 22nd of November, or whenever you're listening to this, I break the agreement that I made with the world, that I am too short, too fat, that my butt's too big, that I'm too old, and that I need to just dress down, be quiet, dim my light, and just keep my head down. You break that agreement, and then you replace it with, I establish and I officially establish a new agreement that is, I am beautiful. I have a spirit of adventure, a spirit of beauty, a spirit of power, a spirit of courage. I have a spirit of excellence, and I'm going to dress to connect. I'm going to learn how to dress on the outside that reflects the woman on the inside so that I can reconnect with the beautiful woman in the mirror and so that I can connect with others. That is just a simple thing that you can do. What you are wearing is either repelling or attracting people and opportunities to you. There are too many women in the world who are saying, this is me, like it or leave it. I don't care. I don't need to dress up. I don't need to wear makeup. I'm not going to do that. All my values on the inside. And if you don't see it, and if you, oh, well, too bad. You can just like it or leave it. Guess what, friend? They're leaving it. You don't even know the people and the opportunities that are passing you by. Why? Because they're seeing on the outside the lack of excellence, the lack of detail, the lack of effort. They're seeing a screw you message through what you're wearing. They are not going to want to partner with you or do life with you or do business with you. Excellence is a beautiful thing. You are a visual message. We are all wired for visual connection and learning and growing. We all have 7 metacognitives through which we learn, grow, connect, do life. Some are more visual than others, but we are all visual. Why then do we not maximize the opportunity to attract good people and good opportunities through the very thing that we do every day, which is get up and dress up? We're going to be talking a lot about the practical side, the fundamentals of fashion. What is a capsule wardrobe? Which colors go together? How do I take control back of this cluttered closet of mine, which equals a cluttered mind, and I open it full of clothes and yet I have nothing to wear? How do you do that? There are 6 categories in what I call the closet cull. I'm going to help you with that. We're going to be doing practical assignments together. We're going to be doing, in fact, this is the 3rd podcast we're going to be doing. It's called The Closet Cull. Not a purge, not a reorg, a closet cull. That's podcast number 3, and I'm going to be showing you the 6 categories which you need to go tackle, what you wear to go in closet cull. Yes, there is an outfit for that, because when you do it right, you should be sweating, and you take back control of that beautiful closet. You open up, you go, oh, how must that feel? How will it feel to go to your closet feeling in charge, in control, organized, looking forward to pulling an outfit that you are going to wear for the day, thinking about dress to connect with the woman in the mirror and then those around you? I'm not talking about if you're an introvert and you're going, I don't want to connect. This applies to you as well. Connection doesn't mean non-stop conversation through the day. Sometimes it's a smile. Sometimes it's somebody who is uplifted by your smile and you say something. Or sometimes you just walk in, you catch the light, you bring a little bit of beauty. Your smile is your best accessory. And that's all you need to do. You've connected without saying a word. And your outfit can do that. Okay, so we're going to do that on podcast number 3. Be ready. Make sure that you've got your pen, your paper, or that you're in a place where you can listen, because I'm going to show you what kind of hangers you want, how they must. Are we going to do it? You're going to sort your clothes by item or by color. What are the 6 categories? Oh my gosh, how do I even begin? There are steps to this, and I'm going to give you the recipe. I do a major closet cull once a year. I do not do seasonal wardrobes. That is just too much maintenance, too much money, too much work, too much admin. I do a major cull once a year and probably a second lighter cull the second time in the year. So 2 culls a year, 1 major and 1 light. You shouldn't be purging your closet on a regular basis, because then you didn't do it right the first time. It's an 80-20 principle. Major cull and then a top up. If you have something that works for you and that's your MO, fantastic, that's great. But this closet cull takes the power and the control back out of this cluttered closet that feels like this overwhelming machine, and puts the power back in your hands and makes your get up, dress up routine beautiful, predictable, simple, no stressing about dressing. And you walk out your front door looking beautiful, feeling confident, and getting better results in your day. That is enclothed cognition. That is dress to connect. That is the capsule wardrobe. That is confidence through the power of personal style. You are designed and you desire to look beautiful, and you don't need any excuse to get up, dress up, and feel pretty and go and be pretty. If you are worried about being the center of attention and outshining others and dimming her light, I've got good news for you, honey. You ain't that powerful. Only she can dim her light. Only God can dim her light. You crank it up. You dial it up. Don't make apology for your body or your beauty or your ambition or your amazing sense of style. Be humble is the secret. You are gifted this body. You are gifted this life. So your most powerful cloak in your closet needs to be your cloak of humility. There's also a cloak of zeal that it talks about. You need to be humble. The combination of confident and humble in a well-dressed woman is magnetic. It is powerful. And so when it comes to your body, you need to make sure that you are in agreement with the truth, which is you're alive. You've been gifted this gift. It houses your soul. It enables you to have a family and friends and a life and a business and meaningful experiences. Be kind to your body. Make the decision with me here today on this Tuesday. I want you to say this with me. 4 words. I love my body. I know that it will be hard for you. I know that you might think, that sounds like a fraud. I didn't ask you to believe it straight away. I'm asking you to say it. I started this years and years ago on my knees when I decided I'm done criticizing myself. I'm done hating the woman in the mirror. I'm done being my teeny tiny fit self and still not seeing anything beautiful. And so I came in the opposite spirit with the truth. I love my body. Say it again. I love my body. I had to say it not hundreds, thousands of times in a day, sometimes tears rolling down, sometimes feeling angry, sometimes feeling like, why am I even doing this? Words bring power of life. I love my body. I love my body. A decade later, more than that, I'm loving my body. I made a decision to never again criticize my body. And here at Linda Page, if you join us here, I invite you to join us. We are a growing, rising army of women who have made one agreement. We will not criticize our body or another body in this community. You can give fashion feedback and any kind of feedback without being critical. I don't believe in constructive criticism. It's a total oxymoron that never made sense to me. Just give feedback. If someone is wearing something and she says, what do you think? Look for the positive. Go like, I love that blazer. The jeans are great. I think you could do with maybe replacing that old t-shirt with maybe a white silk cami and maybe put on some, fresh tennis shoes. There is a way to give feedback and say, you know what? You've got beautiful shoulders. I think it's loose on you. It's baggy. It's kind of making it look much bigger than it is. I want to see more of your shoulders. Maybe get a structured blazer with some shoulder pads. There is a way to give feedback on how anything looks or is without being critical. Okay, so talking about bodies, I don't know if you know the story about the woman at the beach. You might relate to this. I certainly did. For years and years and years, we cover up, right? So she will never go and swim with her kids at the pool or on the beach in a public place, just in her swimsuit, never mind a bikini, always covering up. She's got her coverall on. She's got her towel around her. And after years and years and years of covering up and wishing that she had a teeny tiny body to go into the beach and play with her kids, she's sitting on a sandy beach on a beautiful summer's day, and she decides, you know what, screw it. I am going to get up. I'm going to drop my towel. I'm going to walk down to the water and I'm going to swim. She did. She got up. She dropped her towel. She looked around and she walked only in her swimsuit and went down and swam and played with her kids. Guess what happened? Nothing. Nothing. Those kids over there carried on playing down to the side. That couple tanning and hanging out together to her left carried on. The family down over there carried on playing ball. Nothing happened. Only you are obsessed about your butt, your boobs, your belly, your upper arms, your dimples, your crinkles and wrinkles. Nobody else cares as much about your body as you do. So, my friend, break the damn agreement that you are ugly, that you're fat, that you're this. Just break it. I'm not saying that should stop you from doing your best to be in shape and be healthy and live long, not by a long shot. Don't hear what I'm not saying. I am all about our spirit of excellence. I often work, we all do. We all should. On if you've got a little bit of weight to lose and you want to lose it, lose it. If it doesn't matter to you and you're happy, well, this is your life, your body. I do believe in feeding our spirit of excellence and putting challenges in front of ourselves and moving forward and having new experiences. I really do. And we want to live to be ripe and old so we can be around for our friends, our kids, our grandkids, maybe your great-grandkids. I want to live long to see that. I want those experiences. To do so, I'm going to have to be healthy. I love food. I love food. You know, the Bible says man cannot live on bread alone. This man can. I could write a book on just the smell of freshly baked white bread. Oh my gosh. See, let's not go there. Let's not go there. So, I don't eat what I just want to eat because I'd be as big as a house and I want to live long. That's not going to help me to live long. I also love clothes. I have a passion for fashion. Then I can't wear the clothes in my closet. I'm not going to buy a whole closet of new clothes because A, I don't want to go 3 sizes up, and B, it costs a lot of money. I am not a designer, high-end brand shopper. I am a high street girl. I'm a Zara girl. I've got 35 to 40 recommended brands. Anything from Nordstrom Rack, to Zara, to All Saints, to all kinds of things. Marks and Spencer. I've got a list of 35 or 40 that I'm going to share with you in our Closet Cull podcast number 3, where you can write them down or screenshot it if you're watching this, and you can go and get specific things from specific brands that I have tried and tested and shopped with for the last 35 years. Online, in-store, good quality brands. You do not need to spend a lot of money to look good. You absolutely don't. And the best brand on the planet, as I've always said, is your local independently owned boutique down the road or in the city or in the village. Look for good people and good products in a boutique who know women, know their body shape, know what's going on. I go to one, often the ones that I love are ones that import their goods from Italy. Italy is the best dressed nation on the planet, hands down, without a shadow of a doubt. No competition, not even from the French. The Italians are the best dressed on the planet. So, the woman at the beach, she dropped her towel, got on the beach and had an amazing time and decided, why was I hiding all of that time? What was I thinking? What was I doing? You can do the same. This is your Tuesday. Choose that today you're going to say, I love my body. No more dressing down. No more blending into the background. No more playing small and hiding. You have a spirit of beauty that is here to arise and shine. It has a calling. It has a purpose. And when you love yourself and you are happy with yourself, guess what? Other people see you the same way. It is not about being a fashionista overnight and getting everything right. And by the way, who says it's right? If you're wearing an outfit, I don't think that anybody, and I've been in style and fashion for a long time, nobody can say you can't wear that. Okay, I have 2 exceptions to that, okay? I have 2 exceptions. You're about to cry. 1, Birkenstocks. Yes, 2, Crocs. Crocs and Birkenstocks. If you are serious about your style, if you are serious about boosting your confidence, your influence, and even your income, you will not wear Birkenstocks and Crocs. And a lot of you have got Birkenstocks. You're like, why? What's wrong with Birkenstocks? Mine are rose gold. But Birkenstocks were only originally found in America in pharmacy and health store shops for people who had major issues and problems with their feet. That is the origin, the source of the Birkenstocks, which come out of Germany. In Europe, they are designed for house shoes. Wear them inside only. They're comfortable. We've got lots of German friends. They don't wear their Birkenstocks out there. It's for their house shoes. And they've got similar Birkenstock shoes. They wear them inside. They're house shoes. That's what they were designed for. Take your shoes off, put those in, and keep them on. We don't wear shoes really much around our house. We live in Africa. It's hot. It's beautiful. We walk barefoot a lot of the time. But Crocs and Birkenstocks have got nothing to do with your style or your confidence. They're all about comfort. And when it comes to your personal style, you do not have to choose between, I hear women saying so often, but I just want to be comfortable. I'm just going to forego the fashion. I want to be comfortable. That's such a lie. You need to ditch that as well. It's such a load of BS. You can be comfortable and stylish at the same time. Right now, I've got on one of several lovely cashmere knits. It's a little off shoulder. I don't know if you're watching this or listening, but I've got like little pleather pants on. I've got these little tennis shoes on. If you can see, all right, if you're watching, and I'm superbly comfortable. Just zhuzh my hair up a little bit. I wear like super short hair because sometimes it's how I wake up. I like a quick, easy morning routine. And I do my hair and makeup most days. I put on some bling that gives me a little bit of energy. And especially if you're in a business or a line of work where you're on camera, you're recording, you're speaking, you're doing live events, or you're teaching, or whatever it is, you need energy. And color is energizing. What you wear can energize you, or it can pull on your energy. So you can be comfortable and stylish at the same time. We're going to talk a lot more about that. But for now, I'd love you to go and just check out, spend 15 minutes tonight or on the weekend on enclosed cognition. Go and have a look at the 2012 Adam and Galinsky study. Go and read what it says. The athletic, I don't know if it was them per se, but the athletic study is so interesting. The team in blue, the team in red, they've done lab coat studies where the one group has got just plain clothes on, the other group has got plain clothes, but a doctor's lab coat over. That gave astonishing results. Then they've got two groups in white coats, but one symbolized the doctor's white lab coat, and the other one symbolized a painter's white lab coat. That got very different results as well. It's actually very interesting. Go and do that, because then you might decide, you know what? I never used to think that clothes were so important. It seems that there is science around it now. Tony Robbins talks about change your physical state to change your emotional state, because that's from where we make our decisions, right? That's the science is out there. You must go and educate yourself on the power tools that surround you, that you can pick up, that will help you to live the rest of your life as the best of your life. There are props and tools all around us, as well as people and resources that we can pick up along our journey of life, along the path of life, that will strengthen us, boost our confidence. And so that's what's at the heart of this podcast, my friend, if you're listening. Your self-confidence is about self-trust. Do you trust yourself to get up, dress up, go out there, and go on that date, or go to that meeting, or apply for that job, or launch that business, or go and pick up a friend for lunch, or go and volunteer at your community? Do you trust yourself? Because the more confidence you have, the more you will trust yourself to go and do the things you want to do. Don't let whatever it is that's holding you back hold you back anymore. Don't be okay going through life saying, I don't know what's holding me back, and you've been saying that for 8 years. Don't do that. That's 8 years, only you are holding yourself back. It's Tuesday, my friend. You get to choose what you do with your life. It is legitimate what you've been through. Maybe things have happened to you that are holding you back, but you're not there anymore. You're not 12 anymore. You're not 5. You're not 22 when it happened. This is you today. You have to get over it. If you're serious about boosting your confidence and living a bold, beautiful life, there are 3 steps in what I call my dance with life that I put in front of me all the time. There's 3 bullet points. Number 1, you have to deal and heal. Deal with your past and heal from it. You must invest in that first step. Otherwise, it is always going to hold you back, and you are going to be that 13-year-old that just can't deal with adult life. And that will be a real shame. Number 2, always be investing in yourself. It is the most important thing. We are designed to grow and learn and change. Invest in personal development, in your business skills, in relationship skills, communication, finance, whatever it is. Always be learning and growing. And number 3, when you do that, then you get to a point where you can start adding real value to your corner of the world. We have no business teaching and leading others if we don't ourselves invest in overcoming our hurdles and upskilling ourselves and strengthening ourselves and challenging ourselves and holding ourselves accountable, with one another, and being accountable to others who are stronger, faster, better, higher, further along than us. Especially if you're leading or teaching or coaching or training, you have to have a coach. You have to have a trainer. Otherwise, you're selling Pepsi and you've got Coke in the fridge, right? So, but here's the good news. Self-confidence can be built. We're going to be talking so much about this, and I'm going to be giving you practical tools. And good news number 2 is style is just a skill. And there is a recipe. Just like baking a cake, I don't know why I use this example because I'm not a baker, but just like baking a cake, there are ingredients, there's a recipe, there's a methodology, there's a temperature that you should put them in at, there's a period of time that you have them in the oven and they come out. Style is just the same. There are basic guidelines that will help you. The capsule wardrobe, the essential colors, the staples to have, what do they look like, where do I get them, in what color, oh my gosh, what price should I be paying for them? I'm going to be giving you all of that. But for now, I'm going to leave you with this. Dress to Connect is a powerful style strategy that will change your life. Dress to connect with the woman in the mirror because she's beautiful and she's worthy. And then dress to connect with those around you. It is honoring and respectful to dress well, respectful of yourself, and honoring and respectful of others. You don't have to be dripping in bling and in 9-inch heels and red carpet ready every day, although that can be fun. But to get up, dress up, and put a nice fresh t-shirt on, if you're a jeans and tee girl, or a cute summer dress and some little tennis shoes or some wedges, you're a woman. You have a spirit of beauty. You're called to arise and shine. This is your time, my friend. No more dressing down and blending into the background. No more playing small. You will not risk being arrogant unless you have arrogance in your heart. It's a condition of the heart. So kick-ass confidence has got nothing to do with arrogance. Remember what I said earlier? Well, you're kick-ass confident combined with humble. That is powerful. That is magnetic. So today, think about Dress to Connect with the woman in the mirror. What should you wear on the outside that reflects the woman on the inside? What color do you love? Don't worry about getting it right just now. I'm going to help you with that. But what do you love? And at the same time, make sure that on our Closet Call podcast number 3, that you are ready for me, because we're going to be ruthless. We're going to get out of your closet the stuff that doesn't belong in there or on your body. There are things that you're holding on to for a reason, and you need to let go of them. All right. So that's going to be Closet Call podcast number 3. It is a big one. It is a chunky one. I want to get you started on the right foot. We're going to go dive in. We're going to go dive deep, and we're going to get rid of stuff. And you're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel like you've lost weight today. Dress to Connect, a new style strategy that I'd love for you to adopt and apply so that you can connect with the woman in the mirror, connect with those around you. And it's going to be, the word of the day is play. We're going to try, we're going to play, we're going to explore. You're going to learn new things. You might feel frustrated, but then you'll go, oh my gosh, style is just a skill. Look at in 3 months' time from now, in 3 years from now, or however long you've been listening, you're going to go, look where I was and look where I am. So I want you to take a selfie today of something that you typically wear. If you're looking to improve your confidence, your personal style, your impact out there, I want you to take a selfie of what you typically wear, in whether it's at home or going to the grocery store. What does that look like? Because in a few months, you're going to see changes. In a year, in 2 years, in 5 years, you're going to go, oh my gosh, look where I was and look where I am now. Style is just a skill. And I want to equip you to become your own style guru. You don't need to be dependent on me, on fashion fads, on magazines, on experts out there who are selling you a dress on a teeny tiny beautiful model, and it comes to and you go like, doesn't really look the same. Yeah, that's because you're not her. You are you. All right. To be kick-ass confidence, to be kick-ass confident is a call on your life that you can achieve. It is not arrogant. It is not vain. It's got nothing to do with that. Confidence is essential. The world is looking for confident, kind, successful, approachable women to do life with and to do business with. Confidence is key. Confidence is magnetic. It is all about trusting yourself. And the good news, once again, I'm going to end off there, is style is just a skill. There is a recipe, and I can't wait to share it with you. So, as always, my friend, the call to action is get up, dress up, and be the bold light on a hill that you know you are called to be. I'll see you on the other side.